girl, Popular Owner here, coming to you with another video. Okay, so per the poll that I had made on my community tab, y'all picked, I'm probably gonna do all the topics, but the top topic was, how do they feel about you? Okay, how do they feel about you? So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna be doing an energy check on your person. So get clear, get clear, get clear. Okay, let me grab my pointer. Pile 1 is going to be the annoyed emoji. Pile 2 is going to be the excited emoji. And then pile 3 is going to be the quiet emoji. Okay. So we're gonna be diving into who the person is, how they're showing up. We're gonna go into, well, at least me, I need to know, what was the most recent past energy between y'all? Okay, it's just gonna give me a vibe. How does it compare to now? All right, like what's the comparison? Oh Lord, I can't even talk. Yes, friends. So in this reading, I'll be clarifying who your person is, how their energy is showing up. I will go into the most recent past between you guys just to kind of let me know like what's the vibes, okay? Like where y'all at now? And then we're gonna compare it to like how they're feeling now. It's just gonna be like a real quick like ba-boom, okay? So we're gonna see how the recent past compares to the present. We're also going to do a past, present, future little shindig up in here so we can see what the future of the connection is with how they're feeling currently. And then we're gonna go into their feelings, okay? Like just straight up, how are they feeling? The whole shebang. I got oracles, I got a whole shaboobop up in her, all right? So go ahead, tap in, friend. Get clear. Right now, get clear right now. All right, how is your person currently feeling about you? What are the vibes? What's the tea? What's the energy? What do you need to know? So go ahead and pick intuitively, and I will see you guys at your pile. Okay, friend, pile 1, get up at her. Okay, front and center. All right, I had to start over because Bay had this sound that just started irritating me, playing outside. It was like this beeping, and I just could not get past it. It was like I was just so focused on the beeping, and I was like, I gotta start over. I got to start over. So I want to tell y'all, like, and it's so funny because when I picked these emojis, I did not put them up with the intention of, oh, like this will help each group understand which pile is for them, because if they're feeling annoyed with this person, then they'll be drawn to annoyed, and excited, they'll be drawn to excitement. Like I didn't do it for that reason. But I have been seeing this theme play out within this, okay? But probably not in the way that you would think. So let me just tell y'all off rip, when it comes to your person, I feel like there is this annoyed ass energy with how other people have influenced this connection, okay? There's like this vibe of, I don't know if it's in-laws, I don't know if it's other families' opinions, other friends. It's like it's just too many hands in the pot. Too many people saying what they think should be going on. Like some of you guys, you're married to this person. Like you could be married to this individual. You could be together with this person. Y'all could have been married. You know what I mean? You could be going through a divorce. There could be a custody battle here. There could be a blended family situation here. What have you, you know? I don't know. I know I said for anybody, but I kind of was like focused on love, but I could also see this being in any type of situation, okay? So let me just tell you what we got going on here. These two cards up here, we have a significator card to let me know like who we're talking about, like how their energy is showing up. It's just going to be like a temperature check. Like it helps me to get the vibe of like who they are and how I should cast a shadow on this reading. Like, are y'all beefing? Are y'all not? Are they coming with, you know, good vibes or what? Okay, like what's tea? So we have a significator for them, a significator for how they're feeling, also 2 oracle cards for how they're currently feeling. I also have a oracle card for the most recent past, and then I'm going to compare it to the current, okay, like how they're feeling. The most recent past energy compared to the current energy. That's just going to let me know the shift here, okay, because I got to check the temperature, all right? And then we have a past energy of the connection, current energy of the connection, and future energy of the connection. For whatever reason, y'all had 2 cards, and then flat out we got their feelings, okay? So I want to start with our siren song, okay, cards. So whoever your person is, this could be a male that you are asking about because they are showing up as the good gent. All right. And it's funny because I did not pull these cards in this order. Like the first card that I pulled for y'all was this card, and we'll get there. The Children of Lear, voice, number 37. Someone could be 37 here, but let me just tell you, off rip, I knew this person has something that they had to say. There's like a score that they need to settle. It does feel like they're coming from a positive, like they're coming with positivity. They're coming to restore balance. They're coming to ease the stress. Whether you agree or not, that's kind of the vibe here. And I don't know why I keep getting that. Like something could be very frustrating with communication. Like maybe communication has just not been the greatest between you two, or you feel like someone hasn't had the balls to stand up to certain people to like protect the connection. Because it's so funny because some of you guys could be in a situation where you're not together, but I can also see that some of y'all are with this person, right? So anyway, in the siren song deck, the good gentleman, the good gent, is a father, a mentor, a boss, patriarch, good news. That's what they represent. They represent good news, self-confidence, an older or a married man, the cuckolded husband. So this could also be a boss for some of you. Now, for others of you, or not even for others of you, girl, what am I saying? Anyway, additionally, this person is normally very successful, reliable during troubled times. They come bearing good news, maturity, and stability, right? That's the vibe here. That's this person. That is how they're coming up. I don't know if y'all fully agree. I do feel like some of y'all, this person gets on your nerves. This could be the father of your child. I don't know. But when I asked about how they're feeling towards you, we have the letter 27. As in, not the letter 27, but the letter number 27, okay? So this person could be between the ages of 27 and possibly like mid-30s, 40s, but doesn't matter. Regardless of the fact, they want to give you good news. So yeah, some of you guys, this might not even be love, but regardless of the fact, just work with me so that I don't have to keep going back and forth, right? This person has something that they want to say, all right? I see that octopus there. There's like an energy here of, I gotta spread some wisdom. I gotta like call a truce. I have to say something. I want to tell you some good news, okay? I want to bring good news. It almost feels like whatever this is, like let's say this is a custody battle. This is finally someone saying, you know what? I'm not willing to die on this hill. I'm just going to give in. I'm going to sign it. I'm going to write it. I'm going to write that letter for you. Like it feels like that, okay? So regardless of the fact, of whoever the fuck this is, there is this energy of them wanting to talk to you. So let's zoom back out. I want to go over the first 2 cards initially that I pulled. You have Salut, number 27. Damn, synchronicity. I just realized that. Number 27, Salut. Okay, so vitality, health, energy. I'll remember that. And then we also have number 37, the Children of Lear, voice. Yeah, some of you guys are, this person's tired of not being able, oh my God, now I'm thinking of like DDG and Holly. If you know you're going through a custody battle, or you and someone that you have kids with have been at odds, there's like this energy of like, I don't want us to be at odds anymore. Like, I don't want the kids to be used as leverage. And you know, flip it how it needs to be flipped, okay? But let's go to the book. I want to start with the voice, because that was the first thing that came up. I don't know why I'm picking up on some discord in the family. Okay, there could be some discord in the family. So let's go to number 37. I won't read the whole thing. Someone could be like a foster child here, or there could be something to do with that, like an orphan, foster children. This could have something to do with that. If you are waiting, oh my gosh, if you are waiting to receive information surrounding like were you accepted for something, I do see that happening for you. Now, it says this card is here to remind you of the eternal nature of your soul, that while lifetimes will shift and change and you will transform from one incarnation to another, your soul is on a journey and you are more than what takes place within this one lifetime. Your soul is ages old. It has already traveled so far, and soon you will understand at least a part of the current journey far more than you do at present. This card will also remind you that it is natural for your belief system to evolve and even radically alter throughout one lifetime. You are, most of all, allowed to follow the direction the journey of the soul is taking you in. Pay attention, y'all. So it says the meaning. Your form may change, but your voice remains. It says use your voice to speak your story. Shifts from one faith to another. Releasement from a long family burden. Wisdom to stay together with loved ones. Suffering will end. You are loved no matter your form. Irish sacred myth, often told as a fairy tale. Now, I am going to go to the book for the next one before I tell y'all my 2 cents, okay? Because this is coming through. So now we have Salud. Okay, girl, titty sitting. Somebody can have blue eyes here. Salud. Let me see what this says. Vitality, health, and energy. It's funny because there's something here correlated with that letter. So you radiate strength, energy, exuberance, and life force, the kind that emanates from within, giving you an energetic force field that others respond to. So this is how this person feels about you. Wow. But within which you dwell, radiant and well. With every day, every heartbeat, every conscious moment, including all the wise decisions you have made on behalf of your well-being, you are beginning to develop lasting strength, and your energy is potent, of force and presence. So let me tell you, whoever this is, real quick, this is so crazy. This person believes in you. So it's so funny because I already have my spiel for those of you where this is a love interest, and we'll get to that. But for those of you who may have came to this reading about a boss or about someone that might be ahead of you, or I don't know, they are going to, I don't want to say promote you, but this almost reminds me of when you go to a boss and you're like wondering like, oh, I wonder if they'll write that recognition letter, or I wonder if they'll, what's that letter that you write so that people, fuck, I can't even think of it right now. It's late. But there's just this vibe of going to bat for you. Like this person feels like you are worth it. Whether this is love, not love, there's an energy of, there could have been some past hurt here. We'll get into that. There could have been some trauma. This person could know about the trauma that you've been through when you were a child. This person could also know about the struggles that you go through as a single mother. Because I don't know why I'm literally getting the WIC office. I'm getting like a lot of these different things that's coming to my mind, but just give me a second. Others of you, if you are in separation with someone due to family getting into the middle of it, I feel like there's an energy here of this person coming to their senses, or just at least being in a place of saying, you know what, I'm not going to let them drive the boat anymore. I'm going to stand on my own 2 feet and I'm going to make the decisions. I'm not going to worry about what everybody else wants me to do, or whether they think you deserve the job, or whether they think you deserve to be my wife, or whether they think you deserve to, I don't know, is it alimony? Get the alimony, or get the child support, whatever the case may be. There's this vibe of, I'm not letting them control this, okay? Like, I'm not letting them be in my ear anymore. But let me keep going. It says this card can also signify that it is time for you to truly take your well-being seriously, to connect deeply and respectfully with the body, to reshape it, reclaim it from all the cultural biases and all the voyeuristic judgments we are all subject to. It is time to develop support networks where your mind is valued and healthy relationships are nurtured, developed, and sustained. It says you must also do the work, sweat, and discover just what you are capable of. So this person feels like you do a lot, and they're acknowledging that. Now, if this is someone where you're like, oh, some baloney P, because this motherfucker is supposed to be helping me with these kids and they ain't been helping me. Yeah, that's gonna change, or at least that's the intention. Okay, so let me just get into the other stuff, because when I ask what is the most recent past, I'm gonna be jumping around. What is the most recent past energy? Okay, we have passion. Yeah. And it's so funny. I remember, and when I compare it to where you guys at now, we have detachment. It's like, what happened? We were doing so well. We were vibing so good. The relationship was going so well. We were in it, okay? So what I'm picking up on is there has been a breakdown, possibly in communication. There's been other influences. It doesn't feel like cheating. It just feels like there's a vibe of we've grown apart. I don't feel connected to you anymore. 1313 on the clock. There's been some shift in dynamic. Now, let me keep going. The past energy of this connection, we have the Magician. Present energy is the Six of Cups. Future energy is the Three of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Now, I want to go grab my deck. Yes. Okay. Give me a second. When I look at this Magician card, what's T? Gemini, Virgo energy. Ooh, Five of Swords. Okay, this person, for some of you guys, there could have been some deception, or what it feels like to me, it's like this person just didn't step up to the plates, okay? Someone could have been so concerned about work that they lost track of the relationship. It just feels like something here fell short. Now, when I look at that Magician, I feel like at a point in time back in the past, like y'all were really like vibing. The communication was good. Everything was feeling great. The sex was good. The vibes were vibing. The whole shebang. Everything felt abundant. It felt promising. Okay, it felt like you guys were on the same page. Now, when I look at this present energy between you two, there's this nostalgia, this soulmatey vibe, this I feel so connected to pile one. So regardless of who you guys are and whether you're in separation or you're not, there is, oh yeah, and I just heard I want to bridge the gap. There is this energy. This person is definitely thinking about you. You're definitely on this person's mind. There's a lot of nostalgia, or like nostalgic thoughts. So this person could even be mourning like the loss. It's almost like they recognize where things are just not the same. Like things have not been the same between y'all. Maybe even you haven't been showing up the same, whether this is work related, love related. There's just this recognition of that, okay? And when we look at what the future of the connection is with this Three of Wands and this King of Pentacles, this to me is someone wanting to be more reliable in the situation. Because again, like I said, regardless of what the fuck is going on here, this set the tone. This let me know how I'm supposed to be reading this. This is good news. This is a more positive shift. This is someone coming in with maturity. So this person has recognized and they have clarity on where they have dropped the ball, or where the ball has been dropped, period. Whether it's on your end, their end, both ends, whatever the case may be, okay? Three of Wands, they're wanting to move out. Let me see what they want to move out of. Actually, they want to move forward. I see that. There could even be a want to travel to you, but I am getting this energy of I want to bridge the gap. Where I have not been showing up, I want to make sure to show up. I want to show up for you. I want to be on your side with this. I want to help out with the funds. I want to make sure I can pull my own weight. I want to be more present in the connection. I want to be more reliable. I want you to look at me as someone you can rely on, not someone that you have to feel like you got to beef with, pull teeth to get feelings out, or even that you got a side eye, okay? Like I said, if this is a boss, this is someone that wants you to feel appreciated in the workplace. They want to promote you. They want you to feel like the work that you're putting in to whatever it is that you're doing, that it's not for no reason. They don't want you to feel like they just pulled the rug from under you, or like they was just manipulating you this whole time. You know, like just dangling that carrot of, oh, you're going to go far in this business, XYZ. No. Like there's something here. There's a promise that they made. Some of you guys, it has to do with vows. There's a promise or a conversation that was had in the past that there's like this vibe of like, I am keeping my word. I'm going to keep my word. I know I have fallen short, but I now know what it is that I need to do in order to bring us back together. And it's crazy, friend, because I don't think it was just them that caused this gap. I do feel like it takes two to tango, but we ain't got to get into it. Okay, so back to this. Now, that Three of Wands. Why is the Three of Wands here for the future? So they definitely, wherever you guys are currently at, that is the plan. They don't want to be there no more. Okay, the Empress, yes. They want to nurture this connection. Ooh, the Four of Wands. Ooh, wow. So whoever this is, they want to nurture the connection. They want to come together. They want to be at a good place with you. They want balance. They want, like, there's like this restoration. Is that the right word? Like, this to me is just giving like happy home energy. I want a happy environment. I want you to be happy. I want you to feel like celebrated. I want, like, it's like the energy of celebration, us coming together. The money is good, okay? The environment is good. We feel good. There's no tension, okay? We're able to communicate. Like, I see it now. I want to bridge the gap. That's the vibe I'm getting. Now, when I look at their feelings, let's just jump in. We have the Hermit, deep introspection. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, I know exactly what the fuck I need to do. The Chariot. Ooh, some of you guys, this person wants to propose. Now, I'm not trying to get you all, and I did just see 1818 on the clock. Don't get thirsty on me, friend. I know it ain't for everybody, but I'm not gonna lie. There is this vibe of this person having a good, I was going to say a good long thinking. Because the way I'm tapping my pointer, it just feels like there's just been, I don't want to say a change, because let me see what I wrote here. Yeah, because I think another card that had came out with those top cards that I was looking at, yes, it was the Home and the Garden. If you guys have not been speaking to this person, or if the home has been disrupted, y'all moved out, y'all haven't been together, this is giving like a reconciliation type of energy. There's another pile like that too, but this feels more mature. Like, this feels like marriage. This feels like contracts. This feels like moving in together. Like, that's how this feels, okay? But yeah, I saw the Bear. Somebody could, like, I'm telling you, this could be the father of your child. But anyway, it was talking about good luck, envy, and jealousy. That's where I was seeing this annoying ass energy. I don't know why, but whoever you are, the connection between you and whoever you came to this reading about, it annoys other people. It brings out this jealousy, like this weird ass energy. So I don't know if there was like a jealous, let me see, who was jealous? Was it a mother-in-law? Who was it? Family, friends? I don't know who the fuck was in this person's ear. They could have a friend that's like just not doing that well. You know what I mean? Like, like, yeah, y'all know how some people be having friends and it'd be like, how the fuck is y'all even friends? Like, you don't got nothing going on with work. You're not trying to gain anything in life. You're immature. You don't finish. Like, that's the vibe here. Like, whoever this is I'm picking up on, it seems like you have very strong feelings towards this person. Like, you ever see those movies where it'll be a guy and then he'll have a best friend, and like that best friend is just like a bad influence. Like, they're still childish. They're not a man. Like, they're a man, but they're not a man. You know what I mean? They're still giving little boy. And it could even be vice versa. Like, it feels like they're not letting that person drive the boat. There's something here about, I'm not letting the outside influence drive the boat. This feels like I'm trying to be mature. I am mature. I have a different mindset, okay? How they feel, you're definitely on their mind. Regardless of whether you guys are together or not, they have been really, really having deep thinking sessions about you and how to move forward. With this Ace of Pentacles and this Chariot, they want to move forward. Ace of Pentacles, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all can't sit here and act like y'all don't see that Four of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and this Hermit. I was gonna say the Hermit. This Chariot card, okay? This is giving me like marriage. Can we get a redo? This is giving me an opportunity. They want to move forward. I'm telling y'all, some of y'all, this is about work. Like, they want to promote you. But if this is love related, this to me gives me like, I want to make you an offer, a firm, solid, loyal, something you can trust type of offer. And I'm going to make sure that my actions follow up. This is no more just me throwing shit out there. Like, nah, like, you going to hear me, feel me, see me, the whole nine. Okay? That Strength card is speaking to me, Leo season, okay? Why the Strength card? Ooh, this person could be a Leo. We have the Hangman and the Sun. Yeah, this is the thing. Let me see. Let me sit with that. This person, a big thing that they've really had to work on is not being selfish. I see that here with the Sun card. There are sacrifices that will have to be made during this transition. So just be mindful of that. There are some things that this person is going to have to sacrifice, and, you know, be understanding. Okay. Like, cause you know, it's hard for this motherfucker. I'm not saying that makes it right, but just, you know, there's like this energy of like meet each other halfway. Like, if they sacrifice, you sacrifice type of thing if y'all get back together, right? Or whatever the case may be. Or there's just this knowing, like there's this need for you to know that this person is willing, although it is like, I feel like it's like this, like that's how it feels. Like, you see how it's, like when they make these changes, that's how it feels. So they want you to know, like, me coming to this realization, or me having whatever's going on here, this is big for me. And I see it here with the Chariot and the Strength card. This has taken a lot. I'm used to maybe only thinking about myself. I'm used to only taking myself into consideration. Just know, for me to get to this point and for me to make the offer that I'm going to make to you, just know it took a lot. There's a lot that had to fall to the wayside. There's a lot that I had to change. There's a lot that goes into this. So they're just letting me know to tell you that when they make this offer, or like whatever this is that they're planning, because I don't know what they're going to do. But when they come in with this, don't think this is some little shit pile one, because it ain't. That's what they're telling me to tell you. They're like, this ain't no little shit. Like, I had to go, like, let's say if this is work. They're like, I had to like go to bat for you. I had to speak up for you. You know, the motherfuckers at work don't like you. And here I am putting myself on the line, put my ass cheeks on the line, both of them left and right, so that I can put a good word in for you. But other than that, I just see like, yeah, like this person feels like they had to do a lot to get here. So they're just hoping that you appreciate it. You know what's funny, you guys? I'm thinking about doing a, let me see. I'm thinking about doing an extended on Patreon. Let me see. So let me see. What could I ask? I want to shout out the Hermit Tarot, okay? Because I love how after her reading, she'll do like a, what do I need to ask in the extended, and not just like list it out, but kind of see like what she needs to ask. Like, what is the main thing that needs to be gone over in the extended with this situation? Oh, okay. Ooh, not you getting all the J's. Judgment, Ace of Cups, the King of Cups. Okay, so I feel like we should go into what their next actions are. Like, will they really, you know what I mean? I don't know. There's something about that here. The lessons they've learned. I don't know why it feels like someone needs to go over that. There's something here. The lessons they've learned. Will they be faithful? What's at the bottom of the deck? And what they're not telling you about their feelings. Like, what's the deeper portion of like what they're not telling you, and why has this, I don't know. There's something going on here. What's the deeper part of their feelings? There's like this energy of like, what caused this change? Like, what caused this change? Yeah, what caused it? What caused it? Okay. I feel like the extended is going to be more so for people that like are in a love situation, but I don't know. So I think I am going to do an extended. So yes, pile one, that is your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments. All right, pile two, real quick, y'all. There is going to be an extended. I ended up doing that for pile one, so I just got to let y'all know. So let's get into it. As you guys can see from the title above, we're going to be looking at how are they coming. How are they currently feeling? Okay, they could be a little tongue-tied, so excited, too excited. I was just telling pile one this. I did not like use these emojis with the intention of, oh yes, like if you're feeling excited, that'll let you know what pile you're meant to, you know, go to, or if you're feeling mad about your person and you pick whatever, you know, it wasn't for that. But it does seem like they are falling in line with the messages. So this person is eager, friend. They're eager, okay? They are eager. So let me just tell you what we got going on here. So up here, I have some significators for your person, just to describe like what energy are they in, you know? It's going to help, you know, we got to get the toe wet. Okay, we got to check the temperature, because that's going to cast a shadow on all these other cards. Me knowing who they are, what energy they're in, how they're feeling, what's the vibes, what's the tea. You know, I need to know, is y'all beefing? Is y'all on good terms? What's it giving? Okay. And then I have also 2 additional oracles that just get straight into it. How are they feeling? What's the vibes? We also have some cards here, past, present, future of the connection. Okay. And then we also have a most recent past energy of like the connection. This is going to give me the tea. Like, what was the most recent energy between y'all? And then how has it shifted? So we have another card here. We're going to compare them. Further just adding that depth, okay, of like how this person's feeling, what's the vibes. And then down here, we just get straight into it. How are they fucking feeling? Okay, so there's just a lot of like this, that, this, and that, and that, and this. Okay, so let's start up her. All right, we're going to be starting with the Siren's Song cards. So let me see how I want to lay these out. I'm going to move y'all in. So when I asked who your person was, that's not it. When I asked who they were, we had the deep thoughts. Number 16. Someone could be born on the 16th. They could also be a Scorpio. When I asked how they're feeling, we had the snake, number 7. And the number 8, coffin. Someone could definitely be a Libra, heavy Scorpio energy, maybe even Sagittarius, all right? But regardless of the fact, y'all, so let me just tell y'all off rip, there's a lot of synchronicities that pop up in this spread, okay? The number 12 is prominent. I think both of these cards, they're both the number 12. We'll get to that later. But when I looked it up, I was like, 12, what is the spiritual meaning in love? Okay, so we got deeper understanding in love, blossoming love, new beginnings, harmony, positive change. That is the main energy that I'm seeing with this group, but that don't take away from what we about to go into, because honey, okay, they ain't slick, all right? Now, when I look at this deep thoughts card, let me see what I wrote down. Deep thoughts, the person. Let me go to the book. I don't think I wrote anything down. So let's see. So this automatically lets me know that this person has been thinking about you. I do feel like there is some frustration here. All right. I don't know. Are you dating other people, friend? Are you dating other people? Are you dating other people? Okay. Are they having to deal with the fallout of them dating other people? Because this does give me betrayal. When I look at the snake, when I see the coffin, I'm thinking of betrayal, treachery, lies, infidelity, sorrow, disguise, death, loss, serious illness, grief. So when I look at how this person feels about you, well, let me grab the book first. Hold on. I don't know why, but this chair been squeaking. Like the squeaking been really fucking with me lately. More than usual. I feel like Bae turned the air off because all of a sudden it just got hot. What's happening, friend? This person, I don't know, did you recently post something? There's something that you're doing that I feel like makes this person hot. Like angry, but I don't know if they're necessarily angry at you. It feels like they're mad at themselves. This is a lot of like kicking themselves type energy that I'm picking up on. But let me see what I have in here. The person. Okay. Look at this. Keywords: romance, thoughts, plans, strategies, intentions, ideas, inspiration, introspection, paralysis, analysis. You're on this motherfucker's mind heavy. Some of y'all could have been drawn to a different pile. I won't say which one, but if you're not, it's okay. So let me just read this really quick. To see or not to see, that is the question posed by this deep thinking card. Sometimes over and over. This person's thinking. They're like replaying. If this person betrays you, they're replaying that in their mind. It's haunting them. I can feel it in my third eye. Deep thoughts isn't typically a person. It has more to do with the hamster wheel in your head that keeps turning and turning. If the current question is romantic in nature, Da, 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 da. Then look at this card's directional cue. Find the Cupid symbol over Deep Thought's shoulder. Let me see. The answer will lie in the card above and to the left. We didn't pull it like that, so hold on, y'all. Let me just read through this. Deep thoughts can also highlight the not so cool runnings of infatuation. I feel that. This person feels like you are a temptation. That's the other portion of this that I'm getting. This person could have either betrayed you, or there's this energy of like, they just feel so attracted. And I feel like both of these can exist. There's this energy of like, I am so tempted. I'm so attracted. Why am I so infatuated with them? I can't get them off my mind. They are the devil. That's what it's giving. It's like, damn, like I can't get rid of them. I'm not over them. I'm not done with them. Like, I don't want to let them go. Like I said in others of you, this is surrounding the betrayal. Like, they're like, damn, I really fucked up the connection. I can't believe I cheated. Or maybe some of y'all might have cheated. It doesn't matter. This person's still thinking about you. They're like, why am I still thinking about this person? I betrayed them. Or it's, why am I still thinking about this person? They betrayed me. There is this real sexy vibe coming off of this spread. I'm not gonna lie, okay? But anyway, it says, deep thoughts will also expose the deepest innermost thoughts, but whose? If this card is close to a siren, it's not, then those thoughts belong to the coin. If not, then look around for your siren's partner or another. If this card is auspicious, then this person will be well-meaning. If, however, you discover cards such as a false person, woe, court, theft, prisoner, mediator, then well, yikes. The sneaky individual's intentions are dastardly and damnable, not to mention disreputable. On rare occasion, when deep thoughts is a person, when it refers to a brainy professional such as an architect, a rocket scientist, a psychologist, this person could be into psychology, they could be a writer, or a high-functioning sociopath, okay? So, interesting. I'm not gonna lie, this person could have recently went through a death in the family, or they could be having some health issues and it's making them think about you. I don't know why it would be, but maybe you were the only person that really cared about those things when it came to them. There's like a nurturing quality about you. But let me keep looking at this because I want to look. We got somewhat energy, activity, growth. Okay, so this person definitely wants to take... They got something that they want to say. They're mad about something. They're mad about something, friend. I'm going to write that for the extended. Because there's something here that they're mad about. And I have a feeling it has to do with something that they're seeing. In, like, it's like simultaneously they're seeing this, but they're also having to deal with what they did. It's like fucking with them. Money ain't been good for this person. Since you've been gone, money ain't been good. I am picking up on a since you've been gone type of energy. So let's keep going. I'll probably bounce around with these cards and just, you know, using them to help me further explain. So let's get into the first cards I actually pulled when I did this reading. Like the first real ones. It was the Frog Prince, number 12, Intimacy. Had to kiss a few frogs. And we also have the number 12, Frigga, Readiness, Bounty, and Plenty. Wow. There's something about this that feels to me like, I don't want to use the same damn words. I don't know if this person, I keep getting that one video where she's like, you play around. You play around. You keep playing around. Like, you play around. I don't know. There's something here. But the number 12 coming up for y'all, there could be some mirroring energy. Some of you guys could resonate with the whole saying of twin flame. Y'all could be the same age. Something about you guys is very similar. Like, you guys could have a similar background or maybe, like, similar traumas. Someone could have orange hair here, big eyes. But let me go to the book, okay? Let me go to the book. Let me see what I'm picking up on. Let me see what I'm really picking up on. This squeaking is like throwing me. It's like really pissing me off. It normally doesn't bother me like this, but it's really, really bothering me. Like, did the ass get too fat, honey? Like, what's going on? Okay, number 12. Let's see. All right. Let me pause this really quick. Something just told me to pause that just in case this shit cuts off. But anyway. It says, the message for you with this card is intimacy. This is how they feel about you. That you are not willing to let people in at present and allow them to understand who you truly are or learn who they truly are. You are not seeing people, not truly. Ooh, so some of you guys, this person could feel like you're not letting them in, like you have a guard up. So yeah, maybe this person's oh, that's another thing. Maybe this person's super attracted to you and they're trying to break down your walls, literally. And it's like the betrayal that you went through, the snakery that you went through. Some of you guys could be grieving a death right now. They're like, damn, it's like, ugh, I hate that pile 2 is even going through this shit, or they're still holding on to this shit because it's like, I cannot get close to them. Like there's a frustration here that this person has because they feel like they just can't get close to you. Anyway, you are seeing only what is there before you, and it is not what it seems. This person could also feel like you're not giving them a fair chance. Since like a fair chance, like maybe they're not really your type, or they feel that way, or they feel like there's something here where they feel like they're like the underdog. I don't know. There are qualities available to you at present: charm and learning, and wisdom and intimacy. Share the food from your plate. Share your thoughts and words. There is someone who wishes to get to know you very deeply, but you are repulsed. That's what I'm saying. They want to get to know you, but you are repulsed. That's how they feel. And this is what you must ponder when this card comes to you. And if you have made a promise, you must keep it. The power of the word is very strong in fairy tales. Honey, you ain't got to keep shit. But anyway, so if you think you can take the benefits of a relationship without the intimacy and lessons that relationships demand, it cannot happen. So for some of you guys, if you're with this person, there's just this energy of like, I don't know why pile 2 thinks that like I need more from pile 2. Like they want more from you, pile 2. Like they do. They want connection. They want feeling. They want, like, if you guys are going to be in a relationship, they want to feel. Or like, for some of y'all, I'm not going to lie, like there could have been an energy here where something didn't go right in the past. Regardless of the fact, this person's like, I want to be closer to you. Can you please let me in? I don't care if they cause harm or if I cause harm. Like I want to get in. Like I want to be let in. I don't know. That's what it feels like. So let me see. This is not a tale about accepting people regardless of their looks, although there is a touch of that here too. It is truly about deep relationships and the difficulty we feel in becoming truly intimate with one another and sharing our lives with another. Relinquishing our isolation can repulse us. So this person just feels like it's so hard to get to you, but they want to. I got to keep saying that. Like you're on their mind. They're so attracted to you. They want you. The princess, by keeping her word and letting him grow close to her, breaks a spell, and while in some of its tellings it was seen that the reward is the beauty of the true prince, hidden within the form of the frog, it is truly about intimacy and closeness, and the great rewards it can bring. It is also about you keeping your word. So the message for you is twofold. Who or what are you keeping at arm's length? That's how they feel. They feel like you're keeping them at arm's length. They're like, damn, what the fuck? Like, let me in. Please. Like that's how it feels. They're thirsty. I already felt that. I told you they were eager. I was feeling it. It is also about keeping our word. So the message is twofold, blah, 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 blah. It says, what have you to lose by allowing a worthy soul to grow close to you? What promises have you made that you have not fulfilled? It says the meaning: learn to give of yourself, find the value in relationships, reduce your attachment to possessions. Why are you keeping people at a distance? Keep your word, consider everyone equally. Intimacy requires discomfort at first. You will grow closer soon to a loved one. Share your feelings, your time, your affection, grow in closeness and openness. So you guys seem to be the ghoster, or you like are the one that's flaky, whether this is a friendship, relationship, it feels love related, but there is this vibe of whoever you're asking about, they want to be closer to you. They want to be close. Like they want to be closer. They want you to trust them. I'm not saying that you have to, because I don't know what exactly is going on here, but they just feel like it's so hard to get to you. They feel like you don't be keeping your word. You keep telling them that, you know, y'all gonna go on a date. You keep flaking. Just keep flaking. It's always something. And they're like, damn, are they gonna give me a chance or another chance? Like that's the vibes I get. Now with this other card, what is this? फ़REEE. Let's see what that is. Number 12. It says readiness, bounty, plenty. You are at a moment of great good fortune in this lifetime. So you guys could be heavily focused on your bag right now. And there's like a respect with that, but there's also like a damn, can we please have some time, right? You have created for yourself more than enough, and now the goodness that is flowing to you must be invested and used wisely. Okay. Yeah, so you guys are very cautious about where you put your time and your energy. Like this is not a game. It is easy to squander youth or beauty or opportunity as they seem like such an eternal gift. But this card is here to share with you that it is time to ensure this wonderful moment is worked with wisely. Invest in yourself and in your health, create more wealth, learn and study, and also offer your support and investment worthy to others. So this person feels like you don't share with them. Like you got all this good stuff around you and you're not sharing. And they get it. There's like this vibe of like, I get Pile 2 has goals. Like I get Pile 2 wants to be this and that. And there's almost a vibe of like they get it and they have to respect it, but then they also kind of feel some type of way about it. But they're just like, damn, can I get a little? Can we vibe a little? Can I get some of your time? Like that's how this feels. It says this time will come around again, but it will not last forever. So some of you guys, this person feels like you're going to end up missing out on the moment with them if you don't give them a chance. And I don't know, like, I don't know who this is. So, like, we'll see, like, what the vibes are. But there's, like, this vibe of, like, I'm not going to lie, this person, although they really do want you, and I'm sure the cards are going to show that, there's this vibe of, like, if they don't let me know something, like, I ain't going to be able to stay here too long. But it's funny because now I remember this card that I'm thinking about. So they got some nerve. Because if this person was the person that was being robotic, we'll talk about it. If they were the person that was being emotionally unavailable and you adjusted, they can't be mad that all of a sudden, when they want to get their shit together, now you're acting accordingly. What is that lyric from Meg Thee Stallion where she was like, I don't act funny, I act accordingly. I don't move funny, I move accordingly. Something like that. It's whatever, bitch. It's whatever, hoe. Yeah. Be ready to act. Yeah, this is okay. Let me keep going because they ain't telling. There's some. Okay. So when I asked about what is the most recent past between you two, look at this shit. I got robotic, number 20. Okay, robotic, and that card can talk about someone being emotionally unavailable. They're just not there. Okay. Things feel mundane. They feel just very like, where's the emotion? And I don't know, like, you know, it's funny. Let me shut up because it could be that person. Like, if you know that that's the case, like, this person is kicking themselves for not being in this energy sooner. But for others of you, there is this sign of like, look, we just been going through the motions. Can we spice it up? Like, I need more. Okay. Let me go to the book real quick because I need to see exactly what that says. Not my bag. This squeaky is just too much for me. Too much for me. But I don't feel like getting up and getting the other chair. Okay, it says we're humans, not robots. Meanings, going through the emotions, stuck in the matrix, emotionally disconnected, not honoring emotions. Yeah, someone could have not been honoring their emotions. Like, it took them so long to finally say that they liked them. Like, you could feel like that. Like, there could just be this energy of like, why are we dragging our feet? Like, you could even feel like that. There's somebody here that was playing around and you're just like, or somebody was just like, you know what? I'm over this. This is getting boring. This is just getting too repetitive, too redundant. We're talking about the same stuff. There's no growth here, okay? So it says following a script, not honoring wants and desires, a need to step back, dry communication, a connection dependent on computers, internet, and technology. So someone could have been heavily invested in work or heavily invested in the image of things, but not truly invested in the work that needed to be done in the connection. There is this sour energy that I kind of am feeling on both sides depending on where you lay or where you sit. So let's see. In comparison to what the current energy is, we got forgiveness, number 38. So there could be quite a few years between you and this person, or it could even be there was something I wrote down for y'all. Let me see. Or maybe that was the next group. I think it was the next group. This person, okay, the current energy that I'm picking up on between the both of you is forgiveness. So something got robotic. I don't know what side it was stemming from. Like, I don't know if there was just we got too comfortable in the relationship. And I don't know, depending on who you are, that could have led to certain things. Somebody could have cheated. I don't know. Or there could just be this energy of like someone just was not emotionally available. There's this vibe of like, I want to do better. Okay, like I want to forgive you. I want you to forgive me. Can we forgive the situation? Can we move past this? Mainly what I'm getting is this person they want you. They don't want to be in the same energy. They don't want to be in stagnant energy with you. Okay. Past energy, more, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So there could have been a new relationship. You guys were trying to get things off of the ground. It seemed promising. Yeah, I feel like you guys are not in communication or things. Yeah, this doesn't feel like you guys are in communication, because for the Six of Cups to be here, that lets me know, just like that other group that I was just reading about or reading for, like this person is feeling very nostalgic about you. You are heavily on their mind, friend. They're thinking about all the good times, the times that could have been better, the times that y'all shared, the conversations that y'all had, or even if y'all didn't have that much of a history, they think about what was there. Okay, even the fantasies of it all, because there was an opportunity here with the Ace of Pentacles. There was a chance for a fresh start. There was a chance for a blooming relationship, a friendship, a solid foundation. Now, the future of this connection is the King of Wands. I see a lot of action here, so I'm just going to tell you, this person is not letting up on you. All right, they're not letting up on you. This person feels like, okay, I know exactly what I need to do. I'm not letting up on them. My pride, my ego is not going to let me let them go. Even if they want me to let them go, they're like, I'm not letting them go. They want to take action towards you. That's what I see. I see movement for this connection. Now, I don't know where you sit in this. And I don't know, maybe you were the person that fucked up. I don't fucking know. But I see forward movement. I see action. I see sex. I see... This is not just giving words. This is giving, like, you see how we went from that robotic energy to this alive energy? Like, there's a liveliness. Like, there is emotion, there's passion, there's fuel, like it's there. So how they're currently feeling about you, we have the Six of Swords. So they want to be in a more peaceful place with you. They don't want to be in this energy no more. They're like, I don't want to be anxious about this. I don't want you to be anxious about this. I don't want you to be questioning whether I like you or not. I don't want us to be in a bad place. Like, can we move forward? Like, I just want to start over. Like, can we try again? Okay, fuck all that other shit. Nine of Cups. You know what's funny? When I pulled this card, this is how they see you. Even though it came up as feelings, they feel like you're getting away from them. They feel like you're learning how to live and operate in this life without them. And I do feel like that is kind of driving them crazy, because you do seem to be very independent, very happy. Not that your happiness is making them mad, but you just seem to be getting a little too comfortable over there being single for some of y'all. Or you're just getting a little too comfortable over there in your own bubble. They're like, no, I need to be a part of this, okay? They think you're very, very independent, very strong, okay? Ace of Wands, very attractive. They see you as an opportunity. They see you as inspirational. They're inspired by you. You make them want to take... There's like something about inspired action, okay? Three of Swords. They are hurt without you. They don't like where you guys are at. This person does not like where you guys are at. And when I looked, because after I had pulled all these cards, I also had these. The top card was the Three of Cups. Underneath that was the Eight of Swords. They're tired of not talking to you. This person is tired of being in no contact. They're tired of the minimal contact. They don't like where you guys are at. They want to recounsel. They want to rebuild, whether this is a friendship, relationship. They feel like they don't... I don't know who messed up here. We'll get into that, into like the extended, but whatever happened between y'all, it is on this person's mind heavily, and they're tired of it. They don't want to be in this stalemate with you anymore, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, there was the Ace of Swords. They're clear on something. Something has become clear. I mean, I'm sure it has, as much as they're thinking about you, okay? Something has became clear. They are very much so in their thoughts about you, in their head about you, all right? And we got the Tower card underneath that. This came abruptly. Maybe not abruptly, okay? But like that lightning strike does give me like a breakthrough, okay? Like it's intense. How this person feels about you, they have to get back to you. They want a fresh start. This group is for some people who are not in communication. Like, y'all are not in a good place right now, or just things are just not what they used to be. They're like, I can't lose pile 2. That's how they feel. So let's see what we need to talk about in the extended. Again, I shouted out our girl Hermit Tarot because I love how she does these when she's like, okay, what do we need to talk about in the extended? So first of all, I want to know who fucked up. I'm sorry, that's for me. Like, who fucked up? I just need a deeper view of like what was going on there. But let me see. What do we need to talk about in the extended for this pile? I want to know what led them to this emotion. Like what caused this? What caused this? Why are you so up in their mind? Why are you up in their mind? What are they mad about? Mad about what? Because there was some type of catalyst here. The moon. The deception. What was the deception? So I think we need to go into like, what's the truth of this person? Like, what's really tea? What were the secrets? What secrets were they hiding? The true secrets. Were you validated? I'm sorry, I'm talking to myself. Will this person reach out? Will they reach out? I'm sorry, I'm writing this down. Okay, what else do we need to go into? Queen of Pentacles. Ooh. We're definitely going to go into your advice. Some of you guys might even be being asked to have boundaries with this person. We're going to talk about that because this is taking me to your personal advice. Which is making me think that this person is not telling the full story. Okay. But I'm going to leave that there. So if you would like to tap in with the extended so we can really get the tea. But besides that, you know, this was your spread. Let me know how it resonates and I'll see you guys down below in the comments. OMG. Pile 3. I got to get the smoky quartz out. I got to get it out, friend. So we have to talk through this as a collective, as a team. Okay. So shortly, I'm going to tell you what all of these cards mean, the positions, what they're here to represent. But I got to talk with you, friend. I got a bone to pick with you. I really don't got a bone to pick. It's just friend. And we're going to see how the messages come out. But let me just channel. Okay. Let me talk to God. God, tap me in with the collective of Pile 3. Allow me to get some clear messages. Keep me grounded. Okay, no intimidation, keep me grounded. Amen. So that's the thing, friend. And I got to talk through this because anytime I get into a reading like this where I feel very intimidated, where I feel very reluctant, where I feel very avoidant, I have to confront it for what it is. I have to say, I'm feeling intimidated. I'm feeling avoidant. 111 on the clock. Okay, I'm on point. Boom. Anytime I'm doing a reading and I look up and I see 0101 or 111, boom. That lets me know I'm on. I gotta go like this. This is what I gotta do. So just sit tight. This is the thing. And if this is a little foggy because it does look a little misty, I'll fix it after I speak. Okay, so just give me a second. Wow, and I'm already telling her, oh, y'all don't need to see that card. Okay, it's supposed to be a surprise. Who did you come to this reading for, friend? Who is it? I want y'all to get really clear on your person because I have a feeling that what is going to come out during this portion of the reading is only going to be the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more, and I'm hoping that we can get some clarity in the extended. That, for real, I haven't done that with any other pile. That is not me trying to bait you to get to the, I would say to the exclusive. To the extended, but for real, let me just talk to y'all. So whoever you are, I do feel, regardless of your beliefs, this could have been somebody that you might have seen them as a twin flame. Like this is one of those groups where I could see that energy, whether you believe in it or not. I have even shifted my beliefs when it comes to twin flames and, you know, whatever. But just that energy, that it's just intense, friend. It's intense, okay? For some of you guys, this could have been a crazy karmic. And when I say crazy, I'm not talking about the dynamic between y'all, but just the energy is so intense. So whoever it is that you're asking about, this is what I have to tell you. So at the time that I'm doing your pile, it has been days, maybe even a week between the other piles, which lets me know that you and this person have not been in contact for a while. So I feel like if you are in contact with this person, this may not be your group. However, if you would like to still stay tuned just to see if there are some messages, because I mean, if you're currently in contact with this person, like if this is a work dynamic and you guys are beefing, then yes, this could be your pile. I don't know. But for real, I feel like a lot of y'all are not in contact with this person. This connection has been very enlightening, okay? Very deep, very intense, a lot of that, whole lot of. Now, back to what I was saying. During the time of this reading, when I'm doing your pile, it is Mercury retrograde, okay? I think today is what, June 16th? Like, we're on the tail end of it. If it hasn't started already, it's about to start. So I just want you to know, it's so funny because with your group, there was this level of, I have to re-look at things. Like, I have to really go back and see what happened here. You know, maybe even from a perspective of like, let me go back and look at that. Like before, I might have saw it as this, but now I see it as this. Now I see the growth. Now I see why this was a blessing. I do feel this want to reconnect. Fuck it. Let's just get into it because I got to see what's going on here. So tap in, friend. As you can see from the title above, we are going to be doing a how are they currently feeling? So up here, right, I am using my Siren Song little cards. So we do have a pile that is like the significator, like it represents who your person is at the core, like who are they? That lets me know like how to describe them, how they're showing up at this time. The other pile of cards is going to be their feelings. All of this is going to help me cast a shadow on all of this. It's going to help me to get my feet wet, check the temperature to see how we're supposed to be reading it down. Right. These two cards are going to be oracles that further help assist us in how are they feeling. We also have the recent past. This is the energy surrounding the recent past of the connection. This is the energy on now, like how it's shifted. So we're going to do a comparison. The recent past compared to now. What's the energy? What's it giving? Okay. Up here we have a past, present, future. The past of the connection, the current of the connection. I don't know why this shit is getting so misty. It keeps giving me like dreamy energy, Neptune energy, fantasizing energy. And in this card, y'all already seen it. It was memory. This person's definitely thinking about you. I don't know what's going on. Y'all could be dreaming about each other. It's very hard to get away. Even if y'all don't like each other, even if there still be 555 on the clock, there is a red string here and it's thick, friend. It's thick. Okay. Anyway, past, present, future. Then, down here, what was this again? Oh yeah, this is when we get into their feelings. But for whatever reason, y'all just had a bunch of cards. So you can't see the rest of them. I'll put them up here when we get there. But these are going to be just flat out their feelings, clarifiers, bottom, top of the deck. We'll go over it. And then we're going to go to the extended because, honey, I just don't know where this is going to take me. I don't know, friend. Because something about this group feels very, that's what it, can I tell you, friend? I almost put the camera on me. I have to be honest. When I tap into this energy, I keep hearing, I can't even look at you. Like, I can't even look at you for too long. Like, I can't look at you. And that could be from the perspective of there's one person that could be like, I can't even look at you. Like, you didn't piss me off so bad. You didn't upset me so bad. You didn't disappoint me so bad. I can't even look at you. But then there's another person that could also be in the connection like, I can't even look at you. Like, because of what I've done, because of how I let this take place, because of what went wrong. You know, there's something here. It's so avoidant on both sides. 0707, there's a mirroring here, which gives me that like twin flame type of energy. But it doesn't have to be all of that. I just wanted to say that to you to kind of let y'all know the intensity. Okay. And yes, me coming into this reading, just like how I did all extra and shit, was necessary. Because I ain't about to be all wound up in this energy by myself. Okay. So let me pause this. Okay. Let me pause it, friend. Because I don't know why it's so misty up in here. Let me pause this. Let me get myself together because the energy is very intimidating. It really genuinely is. Let me make room. Let me make space. Wow. Whoever you came to this reading about, they are definitely at a point where they're trying to look back at everything that happened between y'all and they're trying to look at it from a different perspective. And what that's leading to them to, there's like a want to reconnect. There's like a yearning, like a longing, but I don't want you to get too excited. You know, I don't want you to be like, oh, they want me back. I don't know what it is. It just feels like there's like this, it's coming from the heart space, but there is so many blockages here where it's like, no, sit in that. So I don't know what's going on here. Okay. But yes, I'll be right back. So I hope you guys don't mind, but I am going to be frequently stopping with this pile because that's how intense it is for me. Like, it's intense, and I have to make sure that I slow it down. I don't want to rush. I don't want to miss nothing. So yes, and I want to make sure that I get a clear idea of what to go into in the extended, because it seems like a lot of time has passed, a lot of events have occurred, a lot of growth has happened. We'll talk about it. So let's bring it down. Oh yes, I remember. Okay, so when it comes to who this person is, you guys have the Siren card. I'll move this a little closer. You have the Siren, right? Anytime I hear the word siren, I think of attractive, very alluring, very like, I don't know, their words could seem like honey. They're very magnetic, okay? A charmer even, all right? Mystical, okay? But look at this, look at this, look at this. Ooh, there might be some karma up in her for sure. So when I asked who your person is, this is how their energy came up. The rich gentleman and the siren. Whoever you're asking about, they're attractive as fuck. Now, the thing about this friend, and this is where it got a little confusing, because I'm not gonna lie, some of you guys could be, you know, I mainly think you guys could be asking about a love situation, but I would not be surprised if you're also asking about maybe a different situation. It doesn't have to be platonic, it could be work related. There's so many themes here of money, okay? I don't know what that's about. Your person could be very successful. That's how they're showing up. The rich gentleman, let me just go back to my notes. I wrote a son, a brother, a colleague, a lover, elusive, okay? Mr. Right, makes transactions, owns a company, owns a bank, could be associated with idealism. And it's funny because when they spoke about the rich gentleman in the book, I could see where his energy could be associated with watery, like Neptune energy, Pisces energy, like the Page of Cups or something. You know, but it's funny because I'm also getting with this number 13 and this number 1, Aries and Scorpio ass energy, Mars energy. There's just this sex appeal, this fire, okay? Some of you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio. And when I wrote this down, I have dreamy, a head spinner, a younger male, confident, ambitious, successful, has a very successful career. Now, what's odd to me, Fred, this is what's odd. Stay tuned. This is, you got to let me know. When I ask how they feel, because we'll go into that, you know, I gotta ease into this, okay? You have the number, oh, well, yeah, I'll say it like that. You have the number 34, fish. You also have the number 28, man, and you have the number 11, whip. And this might not have been the order. It might have been whip, fish, and then the man. What is interesting to me when it comes to y'all, I got to talk through this, friend. The whip, that's a little aggressive. That's a little aggressive. The man, why is there an extra party here? That's a little too many men up in here. Too many men, too many people. This is giving me a fair energy or third party energy in some type of way. And I just looked up and seen 333. So for whatever reason, whoever you're asking about, I just want you to know that there could be another energy, very much so, at this present time or even in the past, and you could be very aware of this. You're like, yeah, P, it was a third party situation or blah, blah, blah. Or yeah, it was somebody at work that was, you know, stepping into our business, but whatever the fuck, right? It's like, you know this. There's someone here playing a major part in this shebang between y'all. This isn't just a y'all two type of thing. This is a you, and them. So you could have options. There could have been some type of competitive energy here between lovers, between parties. I also was getting a same-sex energy between men. And I'm not telling you something that you don't know. I feel like if you are a male who likes men and this does involve you being in a third-party situation, oh yeah, honey, you was not tripping. Oh yes. And see, when I talk about the siren, I gotta really walk through this because there's something secretive about this and they ain't gonna swindle me. Now we're gonna get to the root. So this siren, it's a male. It could also be same sex. We have the whip. Okay, so let me just go through what I wrote. I'm like reading my notes to myself. So the whip represents discord, conflict, illness, plays dirty, frustration, arguments, tongue lashing, not easily forgotten. Whoever this is, there is an argument that I feel like could have went on between y'all. Words were said, honey. I don't know what you said to this person. I don't know what they said to you, but honey, y'all not letting it go. You know, it's so funny because this is coming up as their feelings, which lets me know that there's going to be some sour energy in here, but it's so crazy because when I look at the fish, number 34, it talks about income, affluence, wealth, money, resources, finances, wealthy, the siren, the man, okay? The man, it could talk about a partner. It's so funny because what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? And it's almost like I have to read between the lines in order to get to the bottom of this. So here, y'all probably can't see. We have the diamond. Somebody here could have been playing follow the leader. Like, it's almost like someone might not have had their own mind. They could have been, I don't know, it's giving me some weird energy. It's like, why are you allowing them to dictate how you feel about our connection? Or like, why are you hanging with that group of people? You see that they're very rude. You see that they're not good influences. This could talk about bad influences. This could talk about someone being so caught up with money that it did, like, it caused some type of discord. And what I mean by that, have you ever met somebody that got too big for their britches? Like, you know, they start getting money, they start getting a little too, they thought they was bigger than the program, or they just started getting a little too cocky. There could have been that energy here. You know what I mean? Like, there could have been that energy, because when I look at the rich gent, if I was to look at them in business, this would be like, you know, someone good to work with, professional. But if this is a love situation, that is where it gets a little sticky to me, because someone was not being honest or something. There was like a breaking of the mold. Okay, something happened here. Now, okay, I see a little diamond here. I see a heart, and I see, what is that, a spade, I guess? Is that a spade? I think that's a spade. So we have strategy, task, challenges, okay? What's this? Well, let me double check. Hold up. Before I start reading people for filth, let me make sure that's really a spade. I don't be knowing my spades from my what's it called, because y'all know how I be. I just start making up stuff. What does a spade even look like? Spades and clubs always get me. Let me look this up, girl. Someone's name could be Dion, DeAndre, Dalen, Derek, Cassie. Oh, they got the names coming out today. Oh, the names is coming out today. And it's so funny because as soon as I went to my Google, oh, that's definitely a club. The word that I was looking up was gumption. So that could be playing a part. But anyway, so this is energy, activity, and growth. Remember that word. But this, love, relationship, sharing, okay, that is concerning to me. And then we have money, spending, and reaping. So there's some saucy energy here. I have to, it's so funny because I don't know what happened between y'all. I don't. But the energy seems saucy, but the energy also seems like I want you. Like I want pile 3. I'm looking at pile 3. I'll show pile 3. You know? Something is very, I don't want to say sinister. Like I don't want to make it intense. Okay? I don't. But before, I don't know, friend. Let me just, they're too strategic for my liking. Okay? Like this could be someone that tries to bring you back into the picture. I don't know. Let me just see how I feel. So let's put this up here. Okay. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go into the other cards. I will come back to this. I feel like how they feel about you, if we're just going based off of this, they are watching you. They're looking at you. They think you're very attractive and they think you're very successful. You look like money. Your hair could have grown a lot longer. You could even already have a man. Or a partner, let's just say that, a masculine individual. You could be 28 years old. That's how they feel about you. For the fish, the man, and the whip to be coming through, there's this energy of like, you are very attractive. A lot of people look at you, pile 3, whether you know it or not. You know, when I look at this, I think of like, there's a lot of fish in the sea. And here's this man looking forward, and he's touching almost like his heart space a little bit underneath. So there is an awakening here, okay? There's like an awakening in the heart space. There's like some feeling being activated. Let me say it like that. I kind of get tired of us using these words where it's like awakening, transformation, and ego death. You know, I'm trying to use different words, but yeah. I don't know why I'm like not trusting them. But anyway. And I could just be in your energy because maybe you feel like I know they want me, or I know this person has been tapping into my energy on the 5D side, right? But I don't trust them because of whatever happened in the past. I don't know if that's what it is, but what I will say is this. I feel like this person, one thing that really stops them from really coming towards you, besides you having another partner or something about your status and where you are right now, because you could be really successful. I mean, they're looking at you like money. And it's funny because this type of energy that is showing up as their feelings, I really could see it being a really good match with this rich gent siren energy. Oh, honey, don't tell me y'all was with somebody that wasn't used to, hold on. Because why am I getting that? I'm getting like you guys could have really worked. There could have been a major attraction here. We could have been good partners. We could have been good business partners. We could have been good boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the fuck, right? But that, I don't know if this person was used to someone else carrying that energy. I don't understand. I don't know. We're going to see. Regardless of the fact, although you seem attractive, there is a level of fear or just knowing that, y'all see how long that got? There's a knowing that if I can't just approach pile 3. Like, I can't just approach pile 3. Pile 3 will I'm literally hearing bite my head off. What happened? They feel like you're very sharp with your words. And it's funny because your energy, like who you are, there's a lot of watching you and they see your growth. Again, the club's energy is associated with energy, activity, and growth. So they see you. If this person in the past ever thought that you weren't going to be something, or maybe they kind of pushed you to the side, or maybe, kind of doubted you a bit, that's changing. It's right in their face. But there's a level of I see them, I acknowledge them, but when I think about stepping to them, I keep thinking about that argument that we had. I keep thinking about what they could say to me. I keep thinking about the rejection. I keep thinking about what could happen. I keep thinking about what they already said. There's this, I want to step towards you, but there's also this, nah, but they said this, but they did this. Moving on, because I'm getting stuck in that cycle. There's a cyclical cycle there that I don't even want to be stuck in no more. So, look at this. So I asked, look at this. When I look at this, it just gives underworld, but it says the other world, number 44. Which is funny because I think when I added the fish and the man together, one of those, it equaled this number. So your angel number could actually be 1144. Look that up. But we have the other world, veil, illness, transition. And then we also have memory. Big contrast between pictures here. We have a dark aspect, very gothic. Then we have this real, pretty in pink, prissy, flowery. She's kind of sad. Memory. Interesting. Okay, you could really be haunting this person. We do use that word a lot, but I'm not going to lie. There could be a level of, for whatever reason, and once I get into these cards, it might make more sense to me, but you know how there's certain people that you meet in life where it's just, you just don't forget them. Even if you want to, you just don't forget them. I think you play that part to this person and vice versa, because this is letting me know just overall what's happening here. So let me just go to the book, girl. Woo, this is scurry. Not scurry like that, but it's just a lot. Have y'all not talked to each other in a long time? When you haven't talked to somebody in a long time and it's when y'all see each other, there's so much shit that y'all got to talk about. It's not you can't just brush over it. This isn't a situation if y'all saw each other where it's oh, we could just act like nothing ever happened. It's no, we gonna talk about that. And there's a fear here, a sweating. I don't know what they're gonna say. I don't know. I don't know, which is interesting. So let me see. Number 44. Vibe out with me, friends. I'm gonna read this because I gotta understand. So just sit tight, because I think this is the first time I read the full passage. So it says, veil, illness, transition. This is a time when you are passing through a veil that separates the world. Woo! Okay, wait a second. It just came to me. This person could be coming to some type of truth about you. There's some type of truth here. I don't think they were seeing you clearly. Something about the situation was very, I'm hearing misguided. There's like a level of maybe even deception. And I think that ties into this. Oh, I can't wait till we get down there, because wait. Oh, let me keep reading. When once all was clear and life felt stable and grounded, for now there is a shaking of the firmament and a shift in your reality that makes you feel at times as though you are living in a waking dream. What once seemed solid is no longer to be relied upon. Ooh. And throughout this time you may be suffering ailments of the physical self. This is a time when the thin boundaries between the worlds have dissolved for you, and there is a raw and unfamiliar energy to your world. When this takes place, we can sometimes fall ill, suffer from a great loss of vital energy, and begin to feel we lose a connection with our minds that is strong. We can suffer, and in that suffering, we can begin to forget who we once were. And that, in some ways, is the purpose of this time. Okay, there's been some humbling here, and I'm not going to just sit here and act like they're the only ones that have been humbled. You know, anybody could be watching this. When I read what I'm reading, this gives me a dismantling of who somebody once was. So whatever is happening in this connection, which we'll get to, just know who they were before and who they are now. I feel like there is a difference. Now, does that mean that you got to let them back in? I'm not saying that, friend. But I'm just saying it feels like there's been a dismantling of everything. This person could have went through some very traumatic energies. You too. I feel like both of y'all, because this is for both. There's like this vibe of we've went through traumatic ass moments. Maybe you had to lose people. You've had to go through certain betrayal. You've had to go through some sinister ass shit. Some deaths, physically, ego wise. People turning their backs on you. There's like a lot of who I thought I was, what I thought I resonated with. Like, I don't anymore. 1717 on the clock. And you know how, like, and I don't want to compare it to this, because this does feel a little dark. You know when someone's on their deathbed and they start to, you know, that might be the moment where they finally apologize to somebody, like that parent or whatever. They finally give you that apology, because it's like life is like dying. Like life is dead. They're on their way out of here. And it's like they have time to think. There's like a level. That's how that feels. That other world, that is how that feels to me. Like, I've never been in that situation, but that is what I keep going to, like somebody's deathbed. And I'm not saying that your person is passing away. I mean, it depends on whoever you're asking about. Like, you would know if they're going through an illness. But I feel like at this time, this person could be actually going through a lot. And something here has brought them to their knees. Sometimes when you go through a lot of shit at one time, it makes you start like being like, okay, hold up. I'm in a really dark space right now, or I'm in a really weird place right now. Let me just recap all of my like moments in life. Let me just do a replay. I'm literally seeing Baby Boy. If you ever watch Baby Boy, there's that moment where he's like in the womb. And remember there was like that flash of like all the life events. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like almost like if you haven't seen Baby Boy, but like in movies where they have these, maybe someone gets hit by a bus or something. Not trying to be funny, but like for real. And then it's like their life just flashes before their eyes. Or maybe they don't get hit right before they're about to get hit. This person could have been saved, or you could have even been saved. There's something here, a life-changing event or events that has happened that is really casting a shadow or casting this string to you, okay? To you. Now, both of these cards represent their energies. So let me keep reading, okay? It says, you are now a walker between the worlds, and this time of being apart from the reality others seem to dwell within is going to bring you to greater wisdom, knowledge, compassion, and insights. Yeah, y'all haven't talked in a while. This time will serve its purpose and is the breakthrough that your soul requires for the next stage of their journey. So whoever y'all are, this connection had to happen, and it had to happen exactly how it happened. I know. For some of y'all, you're like, why? Because this was painful. Because this was whatever happened here, this was meant to change both parties. This is meant to change you. This is meant to be some type of catalyst, be some type of fire pit, be some type of change, okay? For both parties. Anyway, It says, but for your humanity, this is challenging indeed. Yeah. Ask yourself, how can this create meaning and depth within my life? When I return to my own reality, and how can this experience be used to serve others, the planet, and the magical world? That will give you great strength, even while you experience the shadowlands of the worlds between the worlds. So whoever you're asking about, they've matured. There is a maturing of like looking at things. So maybe you did something wrong to this person. I'm not sure. Whatever the case may be, there's a matured outlook or just a way of looking at this situation where it's like, wow, pile 3 was actually a blessing. Pile 3 was actually like in some way a blessing. Like they really helped me to grow. Like I really needed that. All right. But let me keep going. Okay, let me go to the other card. Is that bliss in there? Going crazy, girl. So much silence. The silence is eerie here. The silence is very eerie. I'm hearing all these birds outside too. The silence is eerie between y'all. So let me see what I want to read. It says, the Nixie of Mill Pond memory. Crying and wringing her hands. This is this card, y'all. Okay. It says, crying and wringing her hands, she called her beloved by name, but to no avail. She hurried across to the other side of the mill pond and called him anew. She cursed the Nixie with harsh words, but no answer followed. The surface of the water remained calm. Only the moon's half face stared steadily back at her. Real quick, before I even read the rest, when I read that, my heart just went, ugh. Wow. Something happened here. And it's almost like when this person hit rock bottom. Now, granted, let me just say this, friend, because I got to. I'm going to focus on this person right now, but that don't mean you're in the clear. Because I'm going to focus on their rock bottom and like, you know, what they might have done wrong. But some of you guys also did something wrong. Somebody here did, okay? If it ain't for you, though, you know, let it fly. But I'm going to focus on them so I don't get confused. Now, there's this level of when this person hit rock bottom, they were looking around. Something became clear to them where it was like, wow, that person's not around, that person's not around, that person's not around. And it's almost like they were looking for you. They looked for you. You weren't there. You could have blocked this person. You could have left. There's like this energy of like, when I was looking for you, you were not there. And it's almost like when I see them looking in the water, that's them looking to their emotions, wanting to really connect with their emotions, maybe finally trying to tap into some feeling because life has really opened you up. Okay, I'm almost seeing them be this rock that got like a lightning bolt, just like that tower moment, and it opened the rock up, and maybe inside the rock there was like this whole ecosystem. I don't know if it works like that, but I'm just saying that's how it's working in my mind. There's like this whole ecosystem of these living little bacteria, whatever the fuck, right? This moss, this all this stuff, and it's like, damn, like we didn't even know this was all encapsulated in here. So it almost reminds me of that song by Jhené Aiko, Lotus. What was she said? There was a woman like a lotus, her heart was open, deep as the ocean, but then there was someone, I can't remember the words, but Lotus by Jhené Aiko, right? So there's like this vibe of like when that lightning struck and everything got opened up, you know, they're feeling and seeing this, and you know, there's a certain depth. Could you imagine not feeling shit for so long and then finally you start feeling shit out of nowhere? Some of you guys can't resonate with that because you are a feeler. Well, this person, it hit them like a ton of bricks, and then it's like, damn. Now it's like, when I look around, and it might not even just be you, when I look around to try to tap in with the people that I know probably would have been there, now that I see what it's really like being around people that ain't shit, it's like, fuck, when I reach for pile 3, where are they? I'm almost seeing like this person could have had really bad influences around them, or they could have trusted the wrong people, and they might not have been aware that you were somebody that could have been trusted before. I don't know. We'll get into it when we get into the past, present, and future, but there's just this energy of sadness, like, damn, I fucked up, or damn, like, where are they? They're not here. And when they look to you, you're gone. You might be with someone else. You might be living a different life. You might have them blocked. And there's just, all they have is a memory. There's this level of all I have is a memory. So it says, the surface of the water remained calm. Only the moon's half face stared steadily back at her. Woo, I gotta read this, friend. This is a tale that warns us more than once of what... This is a tale that warns us more than once of what we must be wary of. First, we must be wary of giving our promises without knowing to whom we give our word and what it is we have given up. And secondly, when we try to avoid the keeping of our word, pain is the result. Somebody didn't keep their word here. Someone was playing games. And now they got to sit with that, friend. They got to sit with that. Anyway, perhaps as a consequence of being out of integrity. This is a tale of a man who gives his word to a nixie, and then upon realizing he has promised her his newborn son, takes pains to keep his son from her. He warns his son never to go near water, never to feel, never to remember, never to truly love. This person was taught that. That's what kept them safe. That's why this felt so surface level in the beginning. Whoever you're dealing with, very avoidant of emotions. Some of you guys, I'm not taking it there, but I'm just trying to help you guys understand the intensity of what I'm feeling. You could resonate. This is only for some, because I'm not going to say that this person is a narc. But this could be like that empath narc type of energy. But it doesn't have to be. It just feels like one person here was definitely swooned up in the mix. Like there was just this, I was caught up in the charm. I don't know. But let me keep going. This is deep. Okay, it says never to feel, never to remember, never to truly love metaphysically. But this prohibition from the magic of water and of feelings, memory, the psyche cannot be maintained. As it happens in all these tales, there is no avoiding the keeping of our word. In one form or another, oh, this is giving karma. This is giving karma. Somebody here is definitely getting it. There's a get back here. Even so, there is so much hope within the tale for the miller's son, although enchanted and blinded to his true love by his encounters with the magic, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, when you receive this card, you are being given a very clear message that you cannot avoid an emotional situation, nor can you have complete control over your own feelings, Mr. Man up here. You can't do that. That's why this feels so intense. That's why I was getting that energy of, I can't even look at you right now. Like I can't, I don't want to. And it's so crazy because this person could be really grappling. It's almost like the truth is right in front of them. I know I'm jumping ahead, but the truth is in front of them. It is making it very clear. For those of you where you treated this person very right and they did you wrong, or they stepped on your toes and you weren't the one that was the antagonist in the situation, they're trying so hard to hold on to what went wrong, or like that argument that y'all might have had. This is somebody that might have did a bunch of shit, but maybe you called them a bitch. You're like, you're a bitch, ass ninja. Or like, you're such a slut, whatever the fuck, right? But it was like, let's just be honest, friend. After what they did, it's like that, rightfully so, right? This is that type of energy where you might have said that, and this person's like, but they called me a slut. They called me this. And it's like, okay, but didn't you cheat on them with like 5 different people? Didn't you bring another woman into your house and they didn't know? Didn't you do this? Didn't you do all that? I mean, it does kind of sound, it gives slutty. It does give a little slutty, you know, type. So it's like for them to feel good, they hold on to, there's something that you did do in the past that I feel like even you were like, all right, that was a little mean. But I feel like it probably was warranted. They try to hold on to that to keep themselves from literally losing, I don't want to say that, from literally losing their mind and their emotions. Because when they feel what they feel for you, it's so intense that they have to tell themselves like, nope, but remember they did this, remember they said that, remember this is what they did. But they can't run from whatever they're feeling in this connection. They can't. And that is why this shit is hitting so crazy. There's a pond of emotions that whatever they tried to bury surrounding this connection, whatever they tried to ignore, or maybe they weren't trying to ignore it, they were just in a certain mindset, they were in a certain place at that time. Whatever that is, that has been unearthed. It is no longer. Everything is being felt. The truth is here, honey. Very much so. So let me keep reading. It says, it is necessary to face whatever emotional situation you are seeking to avoid. And by doing so, you will be freed from any curse or fear that you may have upon you. As always, you must persevere to create lasting emotional change in your life, and you will be tested. But when you face the emotions you have long been avoiding, there will, at the end of the sorrow they bring, be joy, love, and recognition of your true soul family. Some of them are realizing that you were their soulmate, that you were this person that was really gonna feed, like, not feed into them, but like really nurture them. Really provide for them. What it is that they seek now it's almost like whatever they thought they wanted, they didn't want that. Because once they had it, they started to realize, oh, like this person's using me, or this person's shitty, or this person, like, you know, it's almost like when you go through life, you know, just life is the best teacher. Let me pause this. It's like I'm talking so fast to try to beat the camera. Give me 1 second. Sorry, y'all. I was talking super fast, but it's like my camera, I knew it was about to stop. This person could have a really hard time communicating, because I feel that right now, even as I'm in their energy. It's like I know what I'm feeling. It's just really hard to put it into words. Like, this person could have thought other people were a better pick. And it's not even that. It's deeper than that. It's almost like, I don't want to be cliche. You know how they say the grass is greener, or like, I don't know. It almost feels like there's a level of money and status, popularity that is in this equation that I feel like added to a decision that they made that I really feel like is biting them in the butt cheeks, both left and right. But I don't know, let's keep going. That might be a part of the extended, because I already know I'm gonna have to really go hard on the extended for this one, because they're still only keeping it surface level. This shit hurts. Whatever this is, it hurts. So the meaning of the card, it says fearful of emotions, avoidance of emotional connections and situations. That's how they feel. That's their feelings. Memory loss, unable to connect with those we have once loved. Yeah. Recovery and recognition through effort. Separation and loss. Search for our true nature. So this person, there's a sadness here. There's a sadness here. That's how they feel. Especially if you are more in this, because when I look at her, she looks innocent. She looks like, damn, like who would want to hurt her? You know? She has all these hold on, y'all. I don't know what they got going on out there. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know if y'all could even hear Bliskin's back there. Her dad is out there. But I also want to apologize. See, and I keep wanting to apologize in this spread. So this person might really know that they owe you an apology. But I need y'all to, like, if it is taking me a long time to get into this energy, that is because that is how your person, this is them. Like, it is like, it's hard. It's hard. Now let's really get into the nitty gritty, friend. It's hard. Like, it is very hard for them to deal with this. They don't want to deal with, or I don't want to say they don't want to deal with it, but dealing with, because for some of y'all, they're in it. They're in the process of dealing with what it is. Because the tower moment has came. The lightning has struck. And this doesn't feel like one event. This feels like a multitude of different events. Wow. This is painful. Anytime I look at this card, it makes me want to cry. I don't know. It just feels really painful. If you were the innocent one in this situation, and I know you're not perfect, but I'm saying you'll know, 111 on the clock. If you were the more innocent one in this situation, when they think back, especially if this person saw you cry, or if they saw you go through, it's like mishandling, like this mistreatment off the back of what they did, that fucks with them. Because you're really a sweet, genuine person. They could have misjudged you. They could have misjudged you. So anyway, the recent past. Look at this, friend. And I already know what these cards are, so that's why it's just so interesting. The recent past. Girl. Drama. A mask. And it's so, why does my camera keep getting fuzzy? That don't normally be happening. Drama. A mask. And look at the comparison. When we compare it to where it's at now, we have fate, and there's another card. I don't know what happened to it. It actually was fate and growth. That gives me destined energy. That gives me this was meant to happen. That gives me divine timing. That gives me all of the things. And it's so funny because there definitely is another card. I don't know where it went. Bliss probably stole it. Blame her. But it was growth and fate. That's so crazy. So let me just go to the book really quick. Because, well, actually, no, I wrote down some notes. I already had wrote my notes when I first did this. So the past was drama. The current was growth and fate. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what I wrote down here. So some of the other notes I wrote were third-party situations. Okay, this person definitely sees that you have options. There was a level of not seeing eye to eye here. When I got into the memory, I think it was because this was number 41 and this was number 44. When I subtract 44 from 41, I got 3. Check my math, friend. But that's 3 years of no contact. So some of you guys have been in no contact for a quick minute here. For some of y'all, it could even be 13 years. But I'm getting the number 3. 369. Terrible. This is terrible. Not like, I'm sorry. When I say that, like, I feel like this person, when they're going back, like when they're getting back into their mind of like everything that they did, when they face it, they're like, this is terrible. This is terrible. And for y'all, I'm not even trying to stroke your ego. I am getting that vibe of I lost the one. Like, I lost the one. I lost the one. Like, they were probably the one. And look at how I treated them. Whew. And it's so funny that I can't find that card. Anyway. Damn. That sucks. Okay. Regardless, let me grab the book. So let's do drama. Number 23. So y'all could have met in your 20s. This could have happened in 2023. Let's see what this says. Is that Bliskin's hitting on the door? So it says, look at this, look at this. The meanings: red flags, suspicion, plot twist, false mask, playing a part. Yeah, someone was being deceptive, and I feel like they knew they were being deceptive, if we really want to call a spade a spade. Portraying a false character. And that's what I was talking about when I was going into these fishes. I don't know why I kept getting that. With this rich gentleman, this drama card, there's like a level of putting up a front. Who are you trying to impress? I'm not talking to y'all, I'm talking to your person. Who were they trying to impress? It almost gave me bullying energy. Like when someone's trying to fit in, and maybe it's fun to bully this innocent person that I'm picking up on, this more sensitive, empathic person. Maybe it was fun to like run game on them. Maybe your friends thought it was cool talking about them. Like maybe their guy friends or their girlfriends thought it was cool to play around. It's like, you really spinning them. You know what I mean? It's childish. It's very immature. But that's what I see here. And Bliskin's just started crying. So yeah, that's what I see. Fighting, betrayal, disagreements, drama, exposed, reminiscent of a soap opera. So that's how this could have felt, like a soap opera, girl. And it says the masquerade mask. The mask illustrates how illusions can be attractive. I told y'all this person's very attractive. And trouble can be hidden with a pretty mask. Something about what they put on the outside, it was very hard for you to tap in with the deceptive natures that were really there. For example, it's almost like whatever the mask was that they had on, it was very hard for you to see past that. Maybe because of their money, their status. Maybe they had a, this is literally taking me to a specific person I knew in my past. So it's funny because maybe this person had status in some way. So their community really looked up to them, and they had a way of putting up a front in front of said people. Not to say that that's not partially a part of their personality, but it's like behind closed doors, you are not a good citizen, sir. You're trying to play the part like, you know, especially if this is a third party situation. Let's say, you know, to everyone else, like they would act like, oh my gosh, I don't know why I keep getting that imagery and I don't even want to use that. Okay, give me something else. Hold up, y'all. Give me a second. I'm talking to my spiritual team. Give me another example. I do not want to describe that. I just don't. Because why am I seeing a pep rally? Why am I seeing that? Because that to me, you remember back in the day when people, this could have been in high school. I'm not saying that y'all situation is in high school, but just think with me. Remember back in the day when we would have pep rallies and like there'll be the cheerleaders, the baseball, not the baseball players, girl, the basketball players, the football players, whoever the fuck, right? And maybe they had their own personal cheerleader. Do y'all remember that? Like the football players would have their own cheerleader. I know I'm probably not saying it right, but sometimes, at least at my school, like some of them were dating. Like the cheerleaders would be dating someone, you know, and they would be together during the prep rally, like walking across the court or, you know, like I'm seeing that. But it's like, okay, let's say that was you. Maybe you're the cheerleader. So everybody's seeing this couple. They're like, oh yes, look at Brad and Chad. I don't know why I said Brad and Chad. Y'all could be same sex, but look at Brad and Emily. Look at them. We love them. A cheerleader, a football player, like we love that connection. We love them. You know, because it's like the front that's on the outside. But meanwhile, did I say his name was Chad? Chad is messing with old Susie that's up there in the bleachers, all the way at the top with her thirsty self. It's like there's a front here, and I just don't know what it is. Like, it's like when I talk to your person, to this rich gentleman, who are you putting on for? Who are you putting this facade up for? Who is it for? In some way, shape, or form, you got hurt in the midst of them wearing a facade. You got hurt. Anyway, this also represents how some people hide their true selves and put on a persona for others. You could have been the scapegoat in this situation. Anyway, the black and white pattern on the mask is distorted to represent the difference in how something appears and what it actually is. And when I think of like that black and white checkered, I can't remember where I was I talking to someone about this? Because we started talking about like the Illuminati. Stay with me. And like the checkered floors, it's like a whole conspiracy thing, but that makes me think of like a cult. Like it just makes me think that this person was trying to fit in with a specific group. Like it wasn't cool to be right. It wasn't cool to be loyal. It wasn't cool to be kind. It wasn't cool. Like there's like this real weird energy that I'm picking up on, and it really bit them in their butt cheeks. We also have the color red. The color red in this card is to mimic the color of the theater, curtains, and align with what the term drama means in theater and in slang. The color is also associated with red flags and the stop sign, signifying an opportunity to better understand the type of drama occurring. Now, to lead into this fate energy, and it's so funny, you guys, how I cannot find that card, the growth card. Basically, the growth card, it's like a card of flowers. And it shows growth, and it almost looks like the flowers on this. So when I look at, now if I find it, I'll put it in the camera, but when I look at just the comparison of drama, from having this feeling of our past energies were just drama, to now looking at it from a place of its fate, growth, you have taught this person quite a bit. I do feel like you were meant to come across this individual 1010 on the clock to change them. And I know you probably got hurt in the course of this, like literally. But some of you guys, what their karma is, and I think I'm going to look into that. Some of them, their karma is to watch you with this other man, this other partner, to watch you be successful. Your energy comes up as 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups energy. Very sufficient, very I'm that, very, oh, you thought you were good because you had money? Mr. Guy, Mr. Girl, you thought you could do whatever because you had status, because, you know, daddy was rich, you thought you could do that? Okay, well, I'm about to show you you can. And maybe you didn't try to succeed in life to get back at this person solely, but it's something here. It's like I can't put my finger on it. I don't know. It's giving like ugly duckling to a swan. Not me thinking of one of my favorite movies, The Swan Princess, but it's like, it's not that either. It's weird. Anyway, let's get into these other cards. Well, let me just look at what fate has to say. And like, I'm all over the place in this group. Like, I just feel like I'm all over the place. It says hope, the stars, the gods align me and you. Look at that. The gods align me and you. I would not be surprised if this person comes back. But then again, I would. We're going to see in the extended, because there's like a fear here. You know what I see? Picture this with me, friend. And I don't know what movie this is off of, but I'm almost seeing like somebody with their hands on like a mirror. Like not a mirror, but like let's say there was this glass barrier between you and this person. You can't see this individual at all. But for whatever reason, they can see you. And in this glass, or in this place that you're at, it's like they can see you. Is it giving me Maleficent? Because wasn't the prince in Maleficent, wasn't he like in the garden area, and it's like he saw Aurora, but it wasn't like he was near her? I don't know what movie I'm picking up on, but there's a movie where I feel like there's a guy watching the girl, and she's just in her natural element. Being her natural, beautiful self, okay? In her own little place, and it's like this guy is just watching, but he's like moving through the trees trying to keep up with her. And then I'm thinking of Tarzan and Jane. Like I'm getting a lot of this energy of like someone just like this person's watching you, and they're like, wow, it's all connecting. The dots have been connected. This meeting was fated. The dots have been connected. This person, I would not be surprised if they are coming to terms with that you were the one. Does that mean that you guys are going to be together? I'm not saying that, friend. Because some of you guys, you're not meant to. I don't know. I don't know yet, just yet. But there's this energy of what the fuck? Like, this whole time I was looking at our connection and just what happened between us as like, what the fuck was that? Or like, that was just petty as fuck, or that was nothing. But really it was the catalyst to this person's transition to be a better person, to change. It doesn't even have to just be about being a better person. This was divinely guided. Like, you were someone purposely picked to come across this person's path, and vice versa, because I do feel like this is a mirrored energy, purposely picked so that y'all could go through whatever y'all was gonna go through and be changed. Because I'm almost positive this has changed you. Especially if you look at it from the higher perspective, this has changed you and it's caused some level of growth. Wow, it bothers me because now I feel like this person is, let me see how they feel. Give me one more. I didn't do this for any other group. That's what I'm saying. This person, ooh, I just want to tell you this. And this was just a little quick thing. Look at this. These cards, all these cards flipped over. Trapped, separation, deja vu, in reverse, and redacted. You see that? This person is replaying. They're like trapped in their mind about whatever happened between y'all. There's this level of recognizing that this is a separation. This wasn't just no random somebody that I'm separated from. No, I feel this separation. This separation bothers me. This hurts me, okay? Deja vu, they could even be running into people that look like you. They could be hearing your name. There's a level of taunting that I feel like is happening in this person's life, and possibly even yours, surrounding this connection. You guys could both be getting like each other's names. There could be a level of dreaming about each other. There's a going back, like I wish I could go back in time. Deja vu instances, things happening around them where they're like, I swear I think this happened before. You know what I mean? And with that redacted, there's a level of this person wanting to rewrite history, wanting to take back some of the things that they said, that they did, hoping that you want to do that. There's like this level of, wow, can we just go back? But there's also this level of, I don't necessarily want to go back. It's just because I realized that what happened was meant to happen. But like, I don't even know how to explain this, friend. It just feels like an aha moment, but it hurts because now what? Like, I feel it in my chest. I don't even know how to explain it. It just feels crazy. Anyway, I'm not even gonna try to force it. Let's keep going. So, the most recent past, look at this, the moon. This was the most recent past. I'm gonna talk through it. Y'all definitely could have had sexy time. You could have let this person explore your body, vice versa. There was a level of vulnerability here. There was a level of bearing it all, because I'm seeing her bare skin. Y'all could have met in the summertime. But look at her face. She's pissed. She's pissed. She's mad. So when I look at the moon card, you know, I think of like deception. I think of illusions. I think of insecurities. I think of like the shadow, the subconscious, things like that. So that is what the past of your connection, that is the energy, the moon. There was a lot of lies here, a lot of weirdness, okay? A lot of not seeing things clearly, not being able to see each other clearly, maybe even a lot of triggering and then going off of that trigger. 1616 on the clock. That gives me the tower moment. It's almost like I'm seeing one person feed off the other person's energy and the other person feed off the other person's energy, but it's like you both aren't seeing things clearly for whatever reason. I don't know what was going on back then. So it's like there's just a bunch of fuckery. That's the best way I could describe it. It just feels like a bunch of fuckery. Lies, anger. This person could have made you the butt end of the joke. Because I do see a feminine here where she was dealing with a masculine that probably was cheating, lying, or just, you know, the partner was cheating. They were lying. They were, you know, not being honest even to their friends. Their friends could have even been a part of the lies. Like they were playing a part too. Family could have even been playing a part in the lies. Like you ever date somebody and that person could have been cheating on you and the family is also taking up for that person, so you just never find out until later on in life because everybody was keeping the secret. Like that type of energy. What is happening? What is happening? The moon. Someone's mother could have even, hold on. There could have been a child that was born. Y'all could have children together, or they could have had a baby on you. They could have had a mother that played an influence in this in some way, like a negative influence. This doesn't feel good to me. This feels very confusing. So when we look at the current 9 of Cups, you guys are definitely in separation. I wouldn't be surprised, you know, regardless of like this person's feelings, like they could be doing well to the outside world. You could probably see through that mask, but I feel like there's a level of independent energy between the both of you. You guys are both kind of on your feet, or at least that's what they're portraying, or, you know, vice versa. But that Nine of Cups, like there is a level of I'm fulfilled in my life. But are you, rich gent? Are you fulfilled? When I look at that Nine of Cups, it's so funny because the way it feels, it just feels like you guys aren't talking. Like that Nine of Cups feels like two people that went on their own paths. They're living their own lives. You might not even think that this person remembers you. You might not even think that this person even brings you up, but they do. But when you look at the outside life, what they post on social media, maybe even what you post on social media, there's like this blockade. There's like this, do y'all hear? There's like this, like a smoke and mirrors, but it doesn't even feel like that. It feels more solid. It doesn't feel so smoky. It feels solid. Let me keep going. The future, look at this shit, the High Priestess. This is confusing, and I think the star actually was up here. This is confusing, you guys. Do you see all this major arcana? The future is still being written between y'all. And I feel like it's because there's something so crazy happening between this connection. It's making my head hurt. And I feel like we'll probably get to the bottom of it in the extended. It's frustrating. Like even me as the reader, I'm getting frustrated. Because why so elusive? Why aren't we being straightforward? It could be because this person's still healing, you're still healing, so there's a level of, I'm still not ready to talk to you. I don't see you guys talking. I don't see you guys revealing this. I see a lot of connecting on a spiritual level, maybe through dreams, maybe through thought, maybe through fantasy, you know, a lot of that. But when it comes to coming forward, there's a lot of like, I'm still healing. I don't really know how to face you. I don't really know how to come to you. I told you, they don't know how to really look at you. They're feeling all of this, but this is all hidden. It's not hidden to them anymore. And I feel like even to you, you could be having these same type of revelations. But when I look at the future of the connection based off of the energy that we see now, I think there's a level of both of you guys don't want to look at this. I told you, both of you guys don't want to look at this. You want to focus on what is right in front of your face right now. But it's like, y'all have to look at this. It is like banging on your back. Like I feel like somebody's knocking on my back. It's like, no, you got to see this. This is, no. Let me get one more though. Tell me more about that High Priestess for the future of this connection. To have the High Priestess and the Star card is insane. Look at that, the World card. This ain't over. It's not over, friend, in some way, shape, or form. And when I say that, that could mean like the thought process of this person. You thinking about this person, them thinking about you. That shit's not over. Like this is just getting started. The cycle. I don't know. I feel like in some way, shape, or form, it just feels still open. Not this being at the bottom of the deck. It feels open. This is mirroring. It feels so weird, you guys. It doesn't feel like it's closing. It doesn't feel like a close. It doesn't feel like them coming towards you. It just feels like an open space like this. I see both of you guys going on your paths. Like there is a level of, like I said, there's an acknowledgement. That's where you guys are right now. And I feel like it's going to continue to happen, an acknowledgement of this connection, maybe even a thinking back, a wondering, a want to connect. But even when I look at this High Priestess and this Star card, it gives me like each person independently achieving certain goals. Like maybe achieving a level of fame, stardom, achieving a level of, yeah, just that. Someone here definitely has status here. I kept picking up on that. Like I can't get away from it. Someone could even be going on a spiritual path. You know what I mean? Like that's the future of this connection. I see a lot of healing. I see someone gaining status. I see someone going on their own specific spiritual path. I see someone maybe even going into a spiritual business and trying to make a name for themselves in that. Someone being initiated in something. You see what I'm saying? This feels very separated. Although you guys are very intertwined, this is giving me like if two people went on their own paths and they were just like trying to navigate, something about you has brought this person or is bringing this person and vice versa to some type of spiritual, I don't want to say it, but a spiritual awakening. I don't know, you're causing some type of domino effect and vice versa. That's what I see. I see like this falling headfirst into some type of abyss of spirituality, of the unknown, and trying to heal in that. But that's what it is. Whatever was not taken care of or dealt with before, I'm telling you, and I think that's why this is so hard for me to explain. So much of this was packed down, hidden, not acknowledged, avoided. That now this is the process. Now that it's being like brought back up to the surface and seen for exactly what it is, this is the process. This is now what happens. The cycle can't be closed because it's like now I'm seeing this from a new perspective. And now I'm willingly diving into that, leaning into that. They cannot let this go. And that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. They could have some karma still embedded in this situation. Like both of you guys. There could be some karma that has to still play out in this situation. I don't know what it is, but girl, it's giving me a headache. Moving the frick on, friend. Moving on. How do they feel? We have, I forgot. Let me put this down. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Actually, it was this. The Hierophant. The Two of Swords. The Page of Cups. And then the Page of Cups was clarified by the Page of Swords. In reverse. The Four of Cups. And the Nine of Pentacles. I'm telling you. I don't know what y'all are doing, but there's a level of this person. There is, I'm telling y'all. I don't know. I'm telling you. This person wants to reconnect. Are they going to? I don't know. Do I think it's the best idea? Not really, not right now, because there's still some shit that has to be worked through here, for sure. But what I'm telling you is, like, with that Hierophant, it's too much, friend. Like, I'm feeling too much. I feel so much. It feels so uncomfortable. It feels very uncomfortable. See, whatever you're doing, this person feels like you're on top of the world with this Nine of Pentacles. You're very sexy. There is a level of, I want to explore that body again. They look good. Body looks good. They look good. It's almost like where they're like, hey, have you seen Pile 3? Or you remember Pile 3? Yeah, like I saw them. They look really good. Like they look really good. Even if they don't say it to somebody, like your skin looks good. You look like you're thriving. You look like you're doing good. You could have your own business. This person drinks to the thought of you. Four of Cups. There's a level of acknowledging. See, in there, let me tell you something. On the inside, they can't be nonchalant. But on the outside, yes. Very nonchalant. Very, yeah, you know, that don't affect me. I see them shining and looking good. Thighs all out. I see them, but I'll drink to that. There's a lot of like, yeah, but what about this? Or what about that? So this person could throw themselves into like the social scene to kind of keep them away from their emotions. Like they could drown out their emotions through drinking, drugs, addictions, unfulfilling connections, things where they don't have to put this much emotion into it. Like this could be little flings. Like this person loves a good fling. Anything where it keeps the emotions at surface level. They don't like going too deep. And I see why with all this shit I'm feeling. This feels uncomfortable. They definitely spy on you. I feel like you have them blocked. They could be watching you. Like when it comes to their feelings, there's a lot of watching you from a distance. They feel a lot. There is a feeling of, I want to apologize. I need to apologize. But I'll drink to that instead. It's almost like, you know, when they say eat your heart out, or this almost reminds me of, there would be moments where I wanted to cry. And like, how do I want to explain this? But it's almost like it wouldn't come out. I don't know. There's a level of that here, or maybe they won't let it come out. Let me see. This is the only pile where I had to pull on camera right now. Let me see. Why this Four of Cups? Explain it to me. Oh, yeah. The Empress in reverse. Five of Cups. The Hermit. This is, you see this? This is giving me sad energy. This is giving me like, I'm gonna drown it out through sex. I'm gonna drown it out through flings. I'm gonna drown it out because I don't feel worthy. This person could even feel, even though they're doing good, like they could be doing good in work because they are coming up as the rich gent. In some way, shape, or form, they got some type of clout or they got something going for themselves. But when it comes up to like within, like how they really feel, especially when it comes to how they feel about what they did to you and how they feel when they look at you in this Nine of Pentacles energy, that shit fucks with them. And they have to drink. They have to, if it's not drinking, it's some type of avoidance. But with the Five of Cups coming out, I can't sit here and act like it ain't drinking for some of y'all. This is giving, like, for some, I'm not gonna lie, substance abuse. To drown it out. They can't deal with it. When I look at this Empress in reverse, this is someone who's really not confident or feeling confident, okay? They don't feel good. On the outside, they might look good. They might be able to still keep up a front, but on the inside, they feel empty. That is how they feel. They feel also like you're not paying attention to them. Like you getting this reading right now, it will probably very much so shock them that you're even still inquiring, friend. I'm just going to be honest. Now, you might find that hard to believe, but whatever facade, possibly, that you're also putting up, that's what it gives. It gives like you're doing way better. If it gives that you're in your own lane. Like I said, you could even be in another relationship. You could even be married. And there's this feeling of if I say something to them, like I feel like they will literally chop my head off. They'll take them two swords and blocked. So some of them just watch in the background because they feel like it's safer. It's safer to just stay here and not say nothing. It's safer to not even write them. Like some of y'all still got this person on your social media. There's this level of it's safer for me to just sit back in the crowd and not say much and act like I'm not watching, but really be watching, because I feel like if I even DM this person, it's given blocked. Like it's given they're going to remember, they're going to recall all of the shit that happened. Let me pause this really quick because my camera is hitting 30 minutes again. Yes, and I don't want to rush. This Page of Swords in reverse, how they feel. You know what's funny, friend? I'm not gonna lie. Let me see. Are they talking shit? If they are, it's because maybe they're not talking shit, but if they talk shit about you before in the past, I think that's something that keeps replaying in their mind. There's something very negative that I feel like they did that has to do with words. It's that argument or whatever words y'all had, it really casts a shadow on how they move, as it should. Okay, they're kind of scared of you. But let me tell you something. This person with this Three of Wands, this Two of Pentacles, and this Chariot, do not believe the hype, friend. There's a lot of fast movement, trying to move forward, trying to put on for the people. This will be the type of person that'll buy a new car, that'll flaunt the hose, 0101 on the clock, that'll flaunt the attire, and literally be drinking their life away behind closed doors, or literally be sad as fuck behind closed doors. They're trying to keep up appearances. Now, granted, do I feel like there's some type of maturity that has happened during the past or from the past, like whenever that was? I do. But I do feel like there still is this level of numbing. There's still this level of I keep hearing that. It's like, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. But that's the thing. They have to go there. They have to. They can feel like your words are very harmful. They really like your legs and your butt. They like your body. They feel like you're very intelligent. You could have a degree. You could have, like I said, your own business. You could be well versed in some type of topic or some type of, it gives education. Like someone could be a teacher here. It doesn't have to. Maybe when they met you, you were early on in whatever this Hierophant energy is. And at this point in time, you're more established. Like maybe you were just, like for example, someone just starting college. And then like this is you. You're past the whole nursing program. Now you're a nurse. Maybe you have your own office. Now you're a therapist. You got your own office. Whatever the fuck it is, right? There's been a level up here. And I'm hearing you said, you are exactly who you said you were. That is fucking with this person. And whoever they're using to This is a lot of, I'm telling y'all, this literally gives me like having these side pieces around just to kind of keep the momentum going. This person keeps people around. It's not because they genuinely have feelings for them. It's because they don't have feelings. It's because it's easier to keep all you motherfuckers around that I really don't engage with. Like, it's safer. I can just rotate y'all. But then there's you. And that's why you were a threat. That's why you were a threat. This was at the bottom of the deck, the Five of Wands. Woo! This was at the top of the deck, the Magician. How y'all energies, your energies towards each other is very competitive. There's a level of I'll show them. I'm telling you, it gives mirroring, whether you want to admit it or not, friend. There is a level of, oh, I'll show them. Oh, she want to post that? Oh, I'll show her. Oh, he want to post that? I'll show him. Like, or even like this desire to, like, you know, even if your whole life isn't focused on, you know, one-upping this person, there is a level of, you know, you remember what this person did to you. You don't gotta lie. You remember what happened here. And when people do us dirty, you know, it does feel good to boss up on a motherfucker. It do. It does feel good to be in this energy where you know you're the prize. You're highly sought after. There could be a level of this person knows that they would have to compete for your attention. There's like a competitive energy here. But you see how they got this middle finger up? There's like, fuck bitches, get money. But that ain't really how you feel. You're just mad because this individual, which I'm going to say is you guys, you know, if it ain't you, you'll know because I called you out earlier. I just feel like y'all, all right, in some way, shape, or form, you won. You won the long game. I hate to say it like it's a you win or you lose type of situation, but you won. You look good. Your body's good. Health is good. You have suitors. You have a business. You're standing 10 toes down. You don't need nobody, but you may, like I said, have a husband or a wife. You have it all. And whatever they did, however they doubted you, that shit had, I don't want to say it had no effect, but it didn't stop anything. This is someone that's sad, but they have to put on a front. They don't like people seeing, they think it's a weakness. They think it's a weakness. Okay? So, yeah. However, how they feel about you, they do feel like they have to compete. They don't like how many people are after you right now. It does make them jealous. But honey, you just seem to be on your throne. And they're scared of you. They're intimidated. And they feel like they almost have to play catch up. And what does his shirt say? It says angry skies. And look at him. See, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. You see how his face looks? You see that? But look at what's on his shirt. That's the truth. Yeah, focus in. Don't lie. Get in there. That's the truth. Just sad. Just sad. But this is what you're putting on. Like, oh yeah, fuck bitches, get money. But really, when you go home, it's giving, yeah, I'm on to you. I'm on to your person. Oh, so that's the energy, friend. And I'm leaving it at that because I'm not about to get stressed out. So let's talk about what we're going to be going into. Let's talk about it. So first of all, whew, I might take a break in between. That was a lot. I just don't know. First of all, let's write this down. What their karma strictly tied to you and whatever happened. This girl, bless you. What's their karma strictly to you? Okay. What are they holding back? What their higher self wants to say. Like, I genuinely want to know, like, what is it wants to say? What keeps them from coming forward? Sorry, I'm half writing it because I remember. Well, I say that, but then I forget. What keeps them from coming forward? Yeah, their regrets. Their regrets. how they truly feel about what happened here. I'm gonna have to dive deeper into what the betrayal was, because there was some type of betrayal. What the fuck happened? The real past. What the hell happened? Bliss, I just don't have time. Y'all hear her out there? And whatever else I want to go into, because it's really, oh Jesus, Bliskins. I gotta go be a mother. But we're gonna get to the bottom of it, friend. So tap in. I'm gonna go into the tea. There's probably gonna be much more that I go into. But this person, whoever you're dealing with, they are, I don't want to call them secretive, but they are they're just now really getting in tune with their heart space. I don't know what it is, but there's something very blocked off. Like I feel a big block. Like getting what I got out of them was a blessing. I just want you to know that. So, and now I'm hearing like I gotta go smoke. I gotta go drink. Like this is the type of person, like if they ever revealed anything right after, they would have to smoke. They probably have to be under some type of substance to even, you know, be authentic or be vulnerable. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, friend. I'm so sorry. Yeah, and we're gonna go into your advice. Yeah, my bad. Advice. Yeah, that's gonna be in the extended. We're gonna get the tea, friend. So yes, you guys, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you over on Patreon for the extended. Y'all like my pen? Isn't it cute? Look at his little smile. So cute. But yes. So yeah, you guys, bye.